The Protectors of the Wood Adventure Series. Episode number 147. Chi-Chi and Jeremy arrive. Abby's energy returned, and she sat up late, rereading Black Elk Speaks. She read a certain part of the book over and over.
It may be that some little root of the sacred tree still lives. Nourish it then, that it may leaf and bloom and fill with singing birds.
Finally, Abby slept, and in the morning a loud knock on her door woke her from a series of dreams. She had been wandering over the whole island of Rivergate, searching for Sonny Walker, who had gone into hiding.
Abby? Abby, are you there?
Abby sprang out of bed, threw on some clothes, and opened the door a crack.
Chi-Chi!
She was about to say, "What are you doing here?" but remembered that Chi-Chi was supposed to bring the chipper.
I'm sorry, I overslept. Just give me a few minutes.
No hurry. I just wanted you to know we're here.
Abby was thinking.
We. He said we. He must be referring to Jeremy. It's only 8 a.m. I really don't have to hurry. This wasn't even my idea to start with. Let them do the work while I wake up. Water on to boil, a sliced apple. I'll take my time.
After half an hour, Abby finally appeared outside. Chi-Chi was dragging branches from the privet fort to the cottage. Branches of all sizes, leaves, and brush were already piled high next to the open area between the cottage and the wall. Nearby, almost behind the cottage, sat a large and very peculiar machine. A wide metal chute rose up at an angle of 45 degrees from near the axle of two large wheels. The chute narrowed as it descended and entered a motor like an oversized lawnmower engine. At the back, an oversized pipe stuck out over the open space outside Abby's window. She guessed the chipper could handle branches a foot thick, and she knew there were plenty of them in the privet fort and the corner by the abandoned building.
Morning, Abby.
Jeremy approached, dragging branches and leaves on a wide sheet of burlap. He waved to Abby and tossed the branches and leaves onto the pile. He was already sweating.
It's so hot. We came early. I didn't mean to alarm you.
No, I overslept. I haven't been sleeping well these days.
I brought your bag of fruits and vegetables. It's leaning there, near the tool shed. You might want to get it out of the sun.
Abby was thinking.
I might want to. I might? Why be so formal and polite? Is there any chance I wouldn't want to? Ugh, I'm just being petty. Yeah, sure.
She walked slowly over to the bag and dragged it in. When she came back out, Jeremy and Chi-Chi were talking in low voices and stopped when she came near.
I'll get started bringing more branches over. You're right. It'll be unbearably hot later on.
Abby found a pair of gloves in the tool shed and spent the next hour dragging branches. Chi-Chi started the motor and methodically pushed branches, leaves, and brush down the chute. Small chips and shredded leaves flew out of the pipe. Gradually the pile grew and grew, hidden in the little space between the cottage on 2 sides and the stone wall on the 3rd. The chipper was painfully loud, and there was no use trying to talk. Chi-Chi had plugs in his ears. Abby and Jeremy kept bringing more material. After about an hour, Chi-Chi stopped, turned off the motor, and began to connect pieces of white plastic pipe about 1 foot wide. Abby studied the layout and began to understand Chi-Chi's project.
Okay, I think I get it. This white pipe will be surrounded by this immense pile of wood chips, and by the end of the summer, the wood chips will heat the air in the pipe, and Chi-Chi will send the pipe into the cottage near the ceiling, and thus heat the cottage. The air will come from near the floor of the cottage, cool the air, and rise up and enter the cottage as hotter air. But right now, I can hardly stand it out here in the sun. This heat is terrible.
By the time the pile of wood chips rose up almost 5 feet high, Chi-Chi found a piece of hose in the tool shed and thoroughly soaked the wood chips. Finally, he covered the pile with evergreen branches.
It may not look like much now, but in November, you'll be amazed. Don't forget, we've got a reason for everything we do. This isn't only to help you. It's to create a model of how things can be done. Notice the chipper? It runs on biogas, made of similar organic material to what we have here, but composted underwater to produce biogas, just like a cow's stomach. As you may remember, it's an environmentally friendly, renewable energy source produced by the breakdown of organic matter, such as food scraps and animal waste. Your pile produces no methane. It just heats the air in the pipe. This is all 100% renewable energy, only giving off carbon dioxide. The same as when we breathe out. You'll thank me when winter comes. Let people see how this heater works. Okay, lecture's over. Now, let's get this machine back on the wagon. I'm off. See you later.
They were exhausted and could hardly thank each other and say goodbye. After Chi-Chi drove off, Abby and Jeremy stood near each other on the sidewalk, wondering what to say.
Well, thanks, Jeremy. I'll see you later.
Wait, can we talk for a few minutes?
The sun is rising in the bright blue sky. The world I know it comes alive, and I'm feeling like the time has arrived to be what I can be. It's like the universe is in my front door. To you it may be just a corner store, but I'm afraid to ask for more, 'cause it's a lot to me. It's a lot to me. It's a magic land, and we're all in it. Step right up and let's begin it. It's in the faces of the people that we see. having today. Life can be wonderful and terrible too. Just about anything could happen to you, you or you. I say it matters what we do. Something special, how I feel. Now I finally know that it's real, it's real. And I think together we might find a way. 'Cause I gotta say, we can make it happen too. I gotta say, we can make it happen too. I gotta say, we can make it happen too. I gotta say, we can make it happen today. Trillions of living things are everywhere around. Our lives are all planted deep into the sacred ground. There's everything to love and everything to fear. It's planet Earth in the universe and nature lives here. It's planet Earth in the universe and nature lives here. It's planet Earth in the universe and nature lives here. It's planet Earth in the universe and nature lives here. And nature lives here.